Hey guys, Dan Heilman, back with another Watcher of Realms video. All right, we're on hard phase 2. Let's go. We're gonna go through and I'll show you what happened and how to beat it and the tips I got from this. All right, so what do we got going on? So this one is Defender class. So I think not a lot of people build Defenders. Maybe they do. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people go for the fighters instead of the defenders. So this one, obviously, you're not going to get a crazy amount of damage out of your defenders. So here we are checking the map and what's going on. What do we got going on here? So we're going to pick out our team here. We're going to try to get some defenders in here. So we got 2 defenders because they are boosted. I think, how did I do on this one? I forget how this happened here. All right, so let's see the setup, what we got going on here. All right, we got to restart already. Yeah, this one. Okay, so this is the one where basically you get a lot of small enemies coming down on the bottom. So you're going to want some AoE damage or someone like Silas who can just deal a lot of damage very quickly. If you have a decent amount of attack speed on him, he can kill enemies very quickly. So we're going to put a tank up top. We're going to put Vortex cover on everyone. Is this the one with poison? Or is that the next one? I think that's the next one. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this one wasn't too bad. There is a boss here that you can deal damage to if you have Toriel. So Toriel's just kind of allows you to deal damage to this boss because she has infinite range. So basically what you're going to do here is you're just going to place, defenders. So if you have any defenders that have any sustain, like, what is Olag, right? Olag or Reeve. They're going to be pretty good here. You could use someone like Wrath maybe down here. But again, defenders are going to have 20% more stats. So that's definitely going to help you out there. Now, I have Silas down here dealing all the damage down there. I have Morrigan up here. You can put really any AoE mage, or honestly, you can put single target here as well. You can see the enemies coming through over here. And they come in packs of 2, so you don't need a crazy amount of AoE damage, but these dudes are quite beastly. They do have a crazy amount of HP and defense and all that. They're quite tanky, so it is kind of nice to have someone who can deal some AoE damage because you kind of can just chew these guys down all at once. So this one wasn't terrible. This one definitely was not terrible. I'm going to sell some of these people so I can come over here and drop some and help get these down eventually, but I think we're going to beat it before that happens. Anyways, there's nothing really crazy that happens on this level. Let me, the only thing that is kind of weird in this one is these skeletons down here are going to basically, when they die, they're going to respawn, and they're going to die and they're going to respawn. So you do want to kill them if you can when they're out here. So it just gives them a time to respawn. That's kind of the only gimmick in this one. Nothing else is really crazy. These enemies up top just require a lot of damage to be able to kill. But these guys down here, you basically just want to start working on them right away. So if you have, Lunaria or Araka, you can use them because that obviously gives you a little bit more range from your piercers, right? So that's what we did over there. That one wasn't too bad. That one wasn't too bad. All right, so here's the next one. This one says you need a reviver, which is interesting. That means someone who has a very fast revive time. That's what that means. So I actually wanted to mess around with Aatrox here. I showed him on my last video because I'm going kind of backwards, but I messed around and tried to build this guy. Auto-equip failed me big time. I mean, who wants 40% crit on their heroes with 500 attack speed? Really, auto-equip? Is that what you're going to do to me? So we're going to spend some time putting some gear on here. We're going to level up some stuff, and then we're going to just mess around. I don't think I even ended up really using him very much, but it said I needed a reviver, so I wanted to mess around with him anyways, and I had a little bit of extra time, so we messed around, and we threw him in here. Okay. This one, what did we do on this one that's crazy here? Yeah, these guys were hitting quite hard up top. Olag was quite good, just definitely allows me, you don't have to worry about Olag. It's really nice. He generates that huge shield, which just really helps him for survivability. That means like Vortex and whoever else can really, focus on other people and not him all the time. I don't remember if there was some gimmick that I had to get around on this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this one has those really annoying tentacles. So you can use your You can use Aatrox or Decimus to basically get rid of those tentacles when they come up. Those tentacles are quite annoying. And you also have this gimmick again where you have these vines that go over them. So what you can do is you just want to really have attackers that are attacking past someone. So if they can attack anyone in this row, they can get rid of those tentacles. So that's one way to do it. Otherwise, you just heal through it and you have 2 healers. You can kind of do it either way. If you have 2 healers, then if the healer gets the tentacles, you can just heal the other healer with your other healer. Or you can just attack through them that way and then go that way to do it as well. So these tentacles actually hit quite hard. They hit really hard, actually, if I remember correctly. So here you can see down in the bottom, I'm using Aatrox to... oh, I should full screen. Why did I not full screen from the very start? Okay, let's do that. I used Aatrox basically to get rid of those tentacles. So that's quite nice. You can use Decimus as well, just because they have a very low cost and they have a very short revival time. So you can see he's already like basically good to go again. So you can drop him and help him with other stuff. I'm using Aatrox here because he's kind of cool, man. I've just been messing around with him a little bit. If he dies, he leaves like a spot on the ground that does a lot of AoE damage. So yeah. It doesn't do a crazy amount of damage, but it's kind of nice when these like whatever these octopus head dude bros are, they hit quite hard. They hit quite hard. And they are very tanky. I'm sorry, they don't hit quite hard. They're very tanky, and they I think they really don't do a lot of damage. Let's see how much they're hitting. Oh yeah, never mind. He one-shot him outright. He hit him for 50k. So they do some decent damage. Now here's the tentacle. I should have pulled back Aatrox and did on the tentacle. The tentacle hits really hard. It's not hitting too bad on Silas, but that's through a Vortex shield, don't forget. That's a big shield he has, so it actually hits him for like a half to like 3/4 of his health every hit. So it is really nice to... Yeah, okay. I missed the tentacles for that, and I was kind of using them just to help out in other stuff. But you can definitely use someone with a very fast respawn time to get rid of the tentacles. That definitely helps on that one. This is the gold one. Again, we've done this a million times, so I don't think anyone needs help with this one. We'll just go through real quick. I put 3 blockers in the middle and a bunch of AoE damage. That's kind of how I solved that one. No big deal. That one is quite easy for everyone, I'm sure. No real mechanics or anything. It's just like the gold level, so no big deal here. All right, so we got Mr. Tentacle Head again. This is, again, Abyssal Tentacles, so... quite insane. These ones hit really hard. I think this is the one that was just one-shotting my whole team. No, that was a different one. Was it this one? I don't think it was this one. There was another one with the platforms, and they were just crushing my team. This one's not hitting that hard, but it is going through the Vortex shield and then still hitting me for a good chunk of damage here. So let's see if we can... Let's see what we got going on here. He's just hanging out, man. He's just hanging out. He's not even attacking. What's up with that? There it is. That one didn't hit too hard. There were some that were hitting crazy hard. All right, so this level, nothing crazy I don't remember on this one. So basically, you're just throwing some defenders down. Again, defenders are buffed in stage 2. So I got a defender over here. I got a defender over here. Got Olag and Regulus. Doing pretty good. We got a healer down there, and we have Silas for damage. These guys, again, are ridiculously tanky. So we're going to pop our ulti, and we're just going to sit there and go ham on them. Now, this was interesting. I just threw a Morrigan down here, and she was able to kind of just handle these by herself. I thought I was going to have to, now that I'm remembering this level, I thought I was going to have to use some more stuff down here, but Morrigan actually did a great job of clearing these out. Did she end up dying, or did I pull her out? I forget. Oh, yeah, she died from those up there. I think I just swapped some heroes in and out down here. They're getting wrecked by these enemies up there, but she was able to kind of clear out those. And then she died. No big deal. You can't really block this one out here, so there's no ground tile over here. So this one is kind of annoying. You could maybe put another healer and a damage dealer over here, maybe separately. That would be an option as well. But I keep on just dropping the Morrigan down, and she kind of just handles it. Barely. Barely, man. She just barely squeaked by, but she was able to handle this down this bottom row. Again, you could just throw another healer. Look at I have 2 deployable units that I'm not using, so you could just throw a healer down here to solo heal a DPS or something like that. You either have a DPS that's strong enough. I don't remember if there's a ground tile or not. There's maybe only 1 ground tile over here, so you don't have a lot of room for tanks or fighters, but that one was not too bad. Kind of the same mechanics as the other one. You want defenders. Those big dudes, they will eat your fighters. They will eat your fighters. You will not be able to survive with fighters. So you definitely want to use some defenders. This is the one that I was talking about that was really annoying. I think I spent some time on this one, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this one. Yeah, this one was not fun. This one was not fun. The tentacles come up and they were one-shotting my whole team. And it was like, what the heck? It was quite insane. Is this? Let's find the actual one where I actually beat it. Here's me trying to figure out what's happening. Like, how the hell do you even do this? I think I even watched one of Bucket's videos or something like that. He was kind of doing the same strat I was trying to do as well. Let's see what I find. Oh, this one has the poison as well. So you do want someone like Maidan. I think I used Maidan in here, right? Yeah, I did. All right, let's. Is this the actual victory? Let's find the victory here. Is that the victory? Is that it? No, we got crushed again. We lost again. Okay. This one took me a long time. This one definitely took me a long time. All right, is this the win? Let's find the win so I can actually narrate the win. Is that it? No, another defeat. Man, I spent some time on this one, that's for sure. I was getting really annoyed because this shit just one-shots you. Look at that. Look at how freaking hard it hits. Watch this. It was like one-shotting my entire team. Before I had Maidan in here, this would one-shot everyone. Because Maidan kind of gives everyone defense, but watch how hard this hits. Let's see. I say I popped the heal. Otherwise, that would have one-shot my whole team. It would have killed them all. It's insane. Look at it. It almost killed Silas with the increased defense and full ulti. That tentacle is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So you can use someone like a fast, like Aatrox and stuff to kill that tentacle, like I was talking about in the last one. But this one is quite hard. Did I ever get the victory here? I mean, I know I did, but let's see what I did to actually get the victory here. Was that it? I think that's the victory, right? Nope. Sure wasn't. Yeah, I was watching some other guides, watching some other people, seeing how they did it. This is the final boss here. Do we finally beat it at the end? Okay, so we finally beat it here. Okay. All right, so here's the run. Finally. This one took me a long time. This one took me maybe 30, 40 minutes and lots of trial and error. So, all right, let's see what we started using here. I got Setram just because he has a really large range, which is quite nice. The big range is just really nice for him. There's not many other damage dealers that have that kind of range, right? So that's really nice. You can face him kind of either way, right? So the reason why you face them this direction is you get those tentacles that get on people and you need a way to kill them. You have to kill those tentacles because they just immobilize a unit and kill them. Maidan is going to be really useful here because Maidan can get rid of the poison. So I face her this way, which allows her to cover perfectly basically the entire range besides this last one, right? So then we're going to drop our tank. I drop my 2 healers first just to kind of keep everyone, you know, alive. There's the tentacle stuff I was talking about. So you either have a damage dealer to kill the tentacle or you have a second healer to just out-heal the tentacle. You can do it either way. I'm going to play Setram going backwards, I think, here. Now, this is twofold. He can attack both of the lanes since he's up front, and he can get rid of the tentacle. You see, he prioritizes the tentacle. He killed that tentacle instantly. And now he's kind of just going to auto people down a little bit here. So now we're going to throw another tank down here. He's in healing range of Maidan and Vortex. The only person not in healing range of Maidan is Setram right here. So he's not going to get poisons removed when the boss does that poison garbage. I think this one is the poison mechanic. Morrigan is just going to help down here. I always like, if you have Morrigan, I always like to pair her with Reeve, if you happen to have both of them, because Reeve does a slow, and then Morrigan, since she is the cultist faction leader, she gets to deal more damage. So now we're going to have another one down here. You need a lot of AoE damage on the bottom row. This is the one I was thinking about. I thought was the other level. This one needs a lot of AoE damage. So I have Morrigan, sorry, and Vierna facing down to help get these down. And I have Reeve, who also does good damage. He's kind of built more like a DPS with a little bit of HP. But he also puts a slow. So just, you can see right there, boom, we're able to just get rid of those guys so fast. Because if they get through, you're a goner, right? So here they almost got through. I flipped them around and I put Aatrox down there just to kind of help out. Now we have the big tentacle, which is really annoying. I sold my Aatrox right there just to get a little bit of cost back, and then we're going to swap them back out later. We were able to make it through. Now, if you use Maidan ult and alternate with the Vortex ult, that kind of gives you enough survivability. Maidan gives you the defense, Vortex gives you the big shield to survive those tentacle hits, and you do want 2 healers in here, minimum. for sure. So here's what we're going to use Aatrox finally to get rid of one of these like we're supposed to. This is how you're supposed to do it instead of using them as a blocker, but I just had to, otherwise I would have lost. You only get 1 life in here. You only get 1 life in here, so you can't let anyone through. Okay, so I just killed that tentacle, took it out of the game real quick, sold him. You can use Decimus for this as well if you don't have Aatrox. Alright, there's a Setram ult. It shakes the whole screen like crazy. He does great damage when he ultimates, but honestly, when he's not in his ultimate form, I feel like he really doesn't do that much damage. I kind of think he hits like a noodle. I know a lot of people really like him, but I don't have mine skilled up, so, you know, that doesn't help either. So we almost got someone through, but not quite. We almost lost. We almost had one get through. You really got to clear this bottom fast, so you do have to have all this AoE damage. You can see right now, unfortunately, I only have Setram to attack the boss. So I literally have a Defender and Setram, and that's it. Nothing else. So we're going to place some people in here, try to get some more damage. I should have probably sold... You do have to kill the tentacles as well, I think. I don't think they despawn. Do they despawn? Oh yeah, they take damage over time, I forgot. They do take damage over time, so they will kill themselves eventually. And they do count towards the enemies you have to kill. So I'm selling those. Now I'm going to turn around and try to put some over here, but obviously I'm not going to have enough time. We're going to put Aatrox right on top of the boss, which is totally fine. If he attacks, you see how he died? He leaves that pool right there that deals damage anyways. You can see it ticking for like 2,000. Which is not a lot. It's really not a lot, but, you know, every little bit of damage, just trying to make this run go a little bit faster. Just a little bit faster. This one was hard. This was one of the boss levels. Of course, this is the boss of the second floor. So this one was quite hard for me. I think it took me, yeah, like 30 minutes or so. I had to watch a bunch of guides. The guides didn't help much because it's kind of the same thing I was doing. But I think Bucket was saying... you know, use like Decimus or Aatrox to get rid of the tentacle, and that definitely is a good idea there to do as well. And yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was floor 2. I'm gonna try to do floor 1 real quick. We got some content creator events for Void Rift, so I'm trying to finish these up real quick before that ends up there. So, you know, it's kind of funny. I always find a direct relationship between how much time I spend on videos and how many views I get. It seems the more time I spend on videos, the less views I get. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I spend a bunch of time on these, and of course, I just think maybe not a lot of people are here yet, but it's kind of funny. I'll show you. So I spent like, I don't even know, 10, 12 hours total editing all these videos for Void Rift stuff, doing the clear, and then I was having trouble editing. I kept on exporting the wrong video, and it was taking me like 30 minutes to export every time, and I had to export it like 6 times because I was having trouble, and then I get 300 views. And then these summon ones, I mean, you can't beat summon videos. They just get great views. This interactive gallery tool, man, it spent me probably like 24 hours to make this one. I typed in literally every stat for every hero, had all the sorting, all that stuff, and 1K views after 3 days. It's funny. I find a direct relationship between how long it takes me to make a video and how many views I get. The longer it takes, the less views I get every single time. It doesn't matter that much for me. If this helped 20 people out of the 300 people who watched it, I think that's a successful video. Again, I don't do this for the money, so I just do this kind of for fun. I enjoy helping people and making videos, so, and I enjoy playing games. So, all right, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.